Okay, next we have student board presentations, El Sal Middle School. We should have two people here, Grecia Perez and Roman Sanchez. Ms. Morales is not here today?
No.
I got her scratched out. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It's all yours.
Hello, my name is Roman Sanchez, and I am the president of El Sausal Middle School.
Hello, my name is Grecia Perez, and I am the vice president of SUHSD Middle School.
El Sausal Middle School offers students extra academic support to ensure that all students succeed. The following are the different supports provided to students. ESMS, Every Spartan Must Succeed, program designed to motivate students to improve their behavior. Spartan Academy, after-school program from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m., which provides academic support for all students. After-school interventions provides academic support based on content area that they teach. A level is a space for students to work on homework, arts and crafts, and outdoor activities. PBIS Tier 1 and 2 provides school-wide and academic behavioral support for all students. In Selena's workshop, kids can explore and build many different items. In a level, students are able to study and have a quiet place to do homework and outdoor activities.
For the month of October, we had our first big event of the year, our Halloween dance. Both teachers and students had a blast and came out in wonderful costumes. Our amazing PE teacher, Ms. Pecoraro, spent the day preparing to bust the move on the dance floor.
In November, we did our monthly seasonal grams and hosted our first ever spirit rally, where we had students volunteer to participate in activities created by leadership students. The games we had were Find the Worm, musical chairs, shoulders, knees, and grab, and balloon run. As we prepared for the holidays, the leadership students began to bring our plans to life. We made our candy cane grams, our new spirit rally activity where we had students decorate our tree with ornaments, and our Fun Friday challenge of decorating a gingerbread house within 5 minutes.
Every first Friday of the month, leadership holds an activity to include both staff and students. The month of December, it was a gingerbread house building/decorating contest. Ms. Pecoraro, Ms. Ibarra, George, and Daniela raced as partners to gain as many gingerbread house materials as possible to build their house in under 5 minutes.
As our winter festival ended, our leadership students helped clean up the quad. Lunchtime Sports hosted an indoor soccer tournament during lunch, which contained of students versus staff, as earned the staff won.
We replaced our Spartan shields with online ones, where students can redeem ESMS merchandise and accessories. To celebrate Valentine's Day, we decided to decorate the girls' restroom signs with positive Valentine's Day hearts.
Oh, that's nice.
During the month of February, we had inspirational quotes from people of color. Also, we had a voluntary door decorating contest. An example of one of the quotes were, "Never be limited by other people's imaginations." Dr. Mae Jemison went into orbit aboard the space shuttle Endeavour in 1992 and became the first African American woman in space.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Teresa Perez and Roman Sanchez, thank you very much. Next, from Salinas High, Max Villa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maximiliano Villa. I'm the ASB Executive President at Salinas High School. It's good to see you all again. I will open up my presentation by mentioning the topics I will be going over. Firstly, I will talk about the student life as a cowboy, continued by athletics, then representation and advocacy, followed by academics, and lastly, upcoming events. Before I begin, I want to reiterate the resourceful tool of Text the Tip. We continue to offer this messaging system as an outlet for students to use to ensure safety on our campus. SUHSD plays a major role in campus life. We, as an organization, strive to plan events and activities that students will enjoy and remember for years to come. Here are just a few events that have been hosted since our last meeting. HOCO. Our overall theme was Cowboy Studios, inspired by Universal Studios. Each class was assigned their own Universal production. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, celebrated by the creations of a traditional altar and a performance by our Baile Folklorico Club. Our Holiday Cultural Festival, an event that highlights the holiday seasons through different cultural lenses. Here you see some pictures from our past homecoming parade that took place in October. And here are some pictures from our cultural festival in early December. Another aspect of student life is performing arts. The performing arts is something that students participate in, and I would like to take this opportunity to share with you that this year our competitive marching band took third place in their division in the Western Band Association. But it doesn't stop there. Twins Talia and Tiana Magdelano were selected to participate in the National Honor Choir. They will be traveling to Cincinnati, Ohio this weekend. I am also happy to announce that SHS has 6 representatives at this year's regional choir. Salinas High School will be hosting all district choir on February 24th in the PAC. Our theater students performed a play this past September. This play was Alice in Wonderland, and they will continue this excellence by performing Beauty and the Beast. Another important aspect of our student life is our FFA club. We had lots of students showing their animals in the fair that they raised. A special shout out to Jack Lindley, who won the grand championship. Moving on to athletics. This is a recap of our fall sports. Our girls volleyball team took first place in league and went on to state. This year, we have 2 amazing athletes committed to great universities for volleyball. Olivia Salachi Jensen, who will be playing at CSU Bakersfield on their beach volleyball team, and Brooke Habino, who will be playing at UC Davis on their women's volleyball. This season, the Cowboy football team took first place in league as well, and some students from our program are also committed to universities, including Isaiah Hunter, who will be playing at the University of Berkeley, and Emerson Mejivar Cortez, who will be playing at the University of Idaho. Moving on to different sports, our girls field hockey made it to CCS for the first time in school history. And lastly, student Kalia Hall made it to CCS for girls golf. Here's a list of all the sports offered at Salinas High as we close our winter sports and prepare for the spring season. Some of our winter sports wrap up their season, while a few are still working as TCS playoffs approach. Something that we started in the fall with our football season and we carried into our winter basketball season was our themed student sections. Here are some of the flyers we used and shared through social media for people to dress up for when showing up to the games. Here are some pictures from our girls and boys soccer team. And here are some more pictures from our winter sports. Next is representation and advocacy. A while ago, we had a demonstration on voting registration to encourage our students to vote. And even for those who aren't of age, we encourage them to pre-register for voting to ensure our Cowboys are also voters and understand the importance of the voting process. Excuse me, sorry. moving on to something quite recent. In honor of Black History Month, we put up some paintings created by our publicity team of famous African American figures. One of the paintings includes a quote from Michelle Obama. History has shown us that courage can be contagious and can take on a life of its own. Another part I forgot to mention is I'm in charge of the announcements every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and just to lighten the mood, I do a joke of the day. But in the month of February, I changed it to a quote of the day by an inspiring African American.
Oh, cool.
The first week of Black History Month was put on by Cultural Awareness Club, who hosted Black Lives Matter at School Week. During this time, the club offered a series of educational lessons divided amongst the different periods of the days. Each day had its own lessons, principles, and activities. One of the activities included empathy bead bracelets, where students had the chance to make bracelets that represent with colorful beads that tied back to the overall principles of the day. Have I said Happy Valentine's Day yet? No. Maybe because today is not Valentine's Day, at least not at Salinas High, because today also marks the start of Multicultural Week. This year's celebration spotlights include the European Renaissance, Asian and Polynesian cultural Latinx culture, and each day will also have its own designated activity. For example, tomorrow we will be hosting traditional Polynesian party games and ending our lunch break with an awesome performance by our very own Japan Club. Also, Multicultural Week will come to an end on the 17th with an all clubs and organizations food fair. A food fair is an event we have yet to host since 2019 pre-COVID. This is an opportunity for organizations on campus to raise money and for underclassmen to enjoy lunch options that they don't get every day. Here are some upcoming events we will be having at Salinas High for the next few months. Some big events include the Senior Dinner Dance, Powder Puff, and the All-School Carnival. Another useful tool offered here on campus is Cowboy Ketchup, where on most Saturdays our staff continues to provide help for our students. It is a tool many students use who are either behind or just need the extra help. AP testing is May 1st through 12th. Cinco de Mayo on the 5th of May is another celebration we host with lunchtime activities. Prom, just a day later. The senior grad night trip, May 17th through 18th, and graduation just a few days after that on the 26th of May. With that being said, I'd like to thank all of you for your time. Have a great rest of your night.